You're bummy today?
Yeah.
I mean, I was about to be in pajama pants, but...
Because Orion may be sick, and I'm definitely sick.
Yeah, so we got this one sick. Orion may be sick. But anyways, yeah, we got a few things to do here today. We're going to have to give Orion a bath. He had a terrible, and I mean terrible shed. He only shed his underbelly scales, and that was about it. Don't know why, but Orion's always been the worst shedder for us. We also got one thing to talk about finally about the baby leopard geckos. Yeah, wiggle them eyebrows. And then the only other thing we're gonna do today on video is we're gonna put water inside Poseidon's tub, so you guys get to see how he's currently set up. Oh, and I gotta clean all this. Where's your head? Whoa! Your head's literally right in my face.
Yeah. Yeah.
See if you can show the top of his head real quick. Yeah, so obviously he made this messy shed. If you can see, ooh, right over his eyes. He might be a little hurt. He might have a little bit of scale rot going on, but we're going to get him out. We're going to give him a bath, help him shed, see if that comes off with it. All right. Well, you got a beautiful shed. Or you got beautiful scales, if only you shed them. So we can see them. Let's see you, big boy. If you're gonna bite me, bite me. Make it easier for getting you out. Come on.
You can see part of his shed.
Well, at least he shed his lower half. So right now this is a very defensive snake. I want to take everything slow. He's not staying turned around from me for long like he normally does. So I'm not even going to take my eyes off him to look at you guys. These guys have so much power behind them that they deserve respect. Nature did an amazing job making such animals. Right now, unlike vipers who have heat-seeking pits, these guys actually see like we do in a sense. So he's keeping an eye on all the movement. He's very defensive right now. We're going to try to lure him away with the snake hook. Posted it on X here. Here to fix the mistakes a video made. So, you heard me say that pythons do not have heat-seeking pits like pit vipers. Well, this is simply not true. This was a mistake on my end due to a lack of research. We always make sure we double-check our facts before we put them out as misinformation. Keep that in mind. You don't want to spread falsehoods. So, we got Midas here. He's not a reticulated python like what we are talking about currently in the video, but it works. And why does it work? Because all pythons, with the exception of the Woma python that we know of, have, in fact... Oh, you're okay, Midas. Those heat-seeking pits right there in front of the eyes, those three little spots right there. Now, pythons' heat-seeking pits are nowhere near as strong as a pit viper's, and in fact, they are smaller. But pythons do, in fact, have heat-seeking pits. Keep that in mind. So, in fact, he's not looking at me. He's just seeing a giant heat sensor that's currently trying to grab him out of his enclosure while he's not feeling too good. Well, that'll be it from Post Edit Me. Now go back to enjoying the video. Alright guys, so what I'm about to do not try at home. Disclaimer. Yeah, do not do this at home. I've been working with this boy for 2 years now. I've done this multiple times and I still might get bit doing this. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go cover him back up for a second. I'm gonna get a Q-tip. Orion may or may not have scale rot on the top of his head. I noticed some damaged scales there not too long ago. I figured with his shed, they'd come in, they'd be fine again. But instead what's going on is the scales around his head has really blackened. And I got this Q-tip here to just make sure it's not dirt. Because if it's just dirt, it's a lucky day. If it's not just dirt, I'm taking him to the vet first thing in the morning and y'all get an update about that. Well, he also hasn't gotten all of his shed off, so what's going to come after this next step is going to be very fun. Yeah, don't do this at home. You mind waving your hand or something around him?
Hi, baby. Hi, baby.
It's not quite a good angle to do this at.
Trade.
Where did I put your snake? He is not happy about this one bit. I don't want him to hurt himself by doing that. But yeah, no, it is definitely. It's definitely looking like scale rot. Dang it, boy. So Orion here has always been our sickest snake. Even at a young age, we noticed that even at a young age, wasn't a normal retic, and he doesn't act right. And the first day we got this boy, he had stuck eye caps. There's a good view of the scale rot right atop his head. Damaged scales are starting to blacken. So yeah. First thing in the morning, I'm taking him to the vet so he can get some antibiotics, and then I'll get something else. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But I'll probably be getting that this weekend.
Ooh.
And right now he is very defensive. Snakes don't feel pain quite like us, but I guarantee you he does not feel good right now.
Hey, baby.
The scale rot can come from any number of things. Damaged scales, like I said earlier, which
Come on.
he did have those damaged scales, which could have led to a bacterial infection inside of there, which I didn't think they had gone skin deep, so I didn't do anything for it, so that's on me. But like I was saying, this boy has always been our sickest animal. He has, I'll try and show you guys. They're hard to see. They're very hard to see on this boy. But he has... Can you stop shooting for a second?
I'm talking to the snake. I don't know what you want me to do.
Well, he don't have ears.
Yeah, well, force of habit.
I know. But it's hard to see, but he's got two bulges by the base of his tail that are not hemipenes. that are not hemipenes. He's had 2 respiratory infections. And then he did burn the top of his head at one point, which I think may have led to this scale rot. If not, it's healing burn wounds. But either way, we're going to get him checked out tomorrow. But that's it on this boy. We're going to put him away, and he's just going to stay in there. If it does turn out to be scale rot, well, he's about to get quarantined for Thanksgiving. Oh, fun. Always a joy around the holidays. Post-edit Onyx here again. Here to slice through the lies of video me. Well, they're not quite lies, okay? There was a little bit of miscommunication on my part. I said that he'd go in first thing in the morning. He did not, in fact, get to go in first thing in the morning. What I did was I called the vet first thing in the morning and went, hey, my snake is possibly sick. When is the best time I could bring him in today? And they're like, well, we can't quite do that because we don't have the staff for it. We got a full schedule, but we can bring him in at 4:30 tomorrow. So he's coming in 4:30 tomorrow. The problem is tomorrow is Thursday, which is today, now, at 4:30. And this video comes out tomorrow, which is Friday. So you guys will not get to know the update of Orion until probably Saturday when I release a short about it. And Tuesday when I release a more mainstream video explaining what all happened. Or a long form video explaining what happened. But this will not mess with the edit or the schedule. You'll still get your video on Thursday, Friday, which may or may not have the Lilith feeding. If it does not have the Lilith feeding, that'll be next week, will be our Thanksgiving episode. Or the next week, so the 1st of December will be the Thanksgiving episode if that's what we do. I'm not quite sure how these videos are going to lay out yet. Just keep an eye out for that. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Thank y'all so much for watching. And if you did make it this far, comment get well soon. Let's put some prayers out there for Orion. Alright, thank you. And the dark side is with you. Stupid. Anyways, as was being talked about a minute ago, scale rot can be caused by multiple things. Either way, it's a bacterial infection most of the time. And what can happen is you had stuck scale being shed, and a bacteria form underneath the first layer shed and gets down to the second. Unsanitary enclosures, and we will try to work hard to keep these guys sanitary, so I don't think it's that. And 3 is damaged scales. And when they get damaged scales, sometimes bacteria gets in those scales and it rots out. And if I don't get this treated, if it is scale rot, this snake has the potential of losing his life. So that's why immediately he's going to the vet tomorrow as soon as I get off work. And you guys saw him just last week. He didn't have these before, so it's really interesting to see just all of a sudden. And it's in such a big area already. So I almost wonder if it's just scales that are healing from where he did burn the top of his head. But I'm no vet. I didn't go to school for it, so we're going to go get him checked out and hope for the best. Anyways, let's go add water to Poseidon. That'll be fun. Alright guys, so we're now in the kitchen. We got the water already set up to go add to Poseidon. All you gotta do, because we use the 5-gallon bucket to add water, is 1 teaspoon of Reptile Safe. This will instantly remove the, or Reptisafe. This will instantly remove the chlorine in your tap water. And proper pH 7.0. Got this off Amazon for like $7. It wasn't much, I don't want to say. Anyways, so all you do, put that in a bucket. Let it, put it in a bucket. Let it just sit there for a little minute. Let it acclimate to itself. And then here in about 2 minutes, we're going to just go add it to Poseidon and dipstick check it. But while we're waiting on the water, we got 2 things to announce. Rin, you coming with? We're going to the quarantine zone. We have a new pet.
We do?
We have a new pet. Meet Aphrodite. So Pandora here was fed live rats for 4 years. And I haven't gotten her to eat in the whole month we've had her. Or 3 weeks we've had her, something like that. So I figured I'd get a live rat, see if she'd eat it. I have put this rat in here for an hour and a half every day for the past 3 days. And the rat lives. I was never going to show this rat off because, well, I don't like doing live feedings. It is potentially bad for the animal. And then I just feel bad feeding rats. But I needed this girl to eat, and she's not eating. So, hey, welcome to the family, little, what do we say, Aphrodite?
You decided on her name, but yeah.
Yeah, welcome to the world, Aphrodite. Let's get you out and into your home with your now boyfriend. You're gonna make lots of baby rats. She is cute. She do got a little white spot on her head, though. There you go. You now have a new pet rat. You love rats.
She has such a new big head.
She got big eyes.
No, her eyes are normal size. Her head is so big.
Maybe she'll get big. I mean, we may... Either way, she's adorable.
I love my little four-legged babies.
I'm glad we got to keep her. Like, I was slowly becoming attached to that rat.
Poseidon went away.
And then, as sad as it is, this is Poseidon's little enclosure for... Ooh. This is Poseidon's enclosure for right now. He doesn't mind it. He is currently underneath his log.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, it's not much. It's only like a 20-gallon craft Minto. I don't like it, but it was good enough for quarantine, and he's about to get a giant upgrade in the next month or so.
Mm-hmm.
I have the giant tub. I'm just waiting to buy the wood from Lowe's. You're cute. Welcome, Aphrodite. You were never going to get shown to the cameras because I thought you were snake food. And it turns out you're the snake's new friend.
Oh yeah, they're besties.
I've been keeping an eye on her for the whole hour and a half that she stays in there just to make sure she doesn't hurt the snake or doesn't hurt Pandora. But she hasn't. But after 3 days of no eating, I figured that Pandora's never going to eat this one. So we just got a new pet rat. Yay! More rat babies on the way.
Oh, yeah.
On to the last bit of news. Well, it's finally here. Starting on the day that this comes out on video, which is Friday, all 4 of the baby geckos that are up that we have put on hold for sale are going to be on sale on Morph Market. The shipping supplies has finally came in, so we can now finally start shipping those guys out. So, we're finally going somewhere. We may finally get our first shipment out, hopefully in the next week or so. Ooh, oh, you almost got hit. Anyways, let's add water to Poseidon real quick, and I gotta start getting ready for work. Not a long episode this week, but maybe this will finally get us views. Also showing it off, everyone is currently on paper, and if Orion does turn out to be sick, he's going to get quarantined in our kitchen. He's going to have a very similar setup. You know, a water dish, a hide, and paper. Paper makes it really easy to clean up after the animal. It is also more sanitary for the animal. But, here, you want to take this while I go put water in Poseidon and then check it? Good old... So right around every 3 days, I am topping this off. And I didn't even need that much water. Oh, yeah, every 3 days, 4 days, I top this off. Make sure he gets plenty of water so he can still dive. He is a small turtle right now, so it's okay for him to be in here. I don't want him to be in here much longer. In the next month, he's going to get a massive upgrade. I mean, this thing is big enough that I can fit in there, you can fit in there. He is going from a 20-gallon tote to a 110-gallon or 110-gallon stock tank. I mean, this thing is like 4 foot by this. He's going to have the nicest setup out of anyone we have so far, but it's not going to stay that way for long. All the colubrids and ball pythons are going to get amazing setups here in the next year. The retics, whenever we finally get a store, because we do want to do that. At least for the 3 we got, there'll be no sales, but there'll be ambassador animals be like, hey, if you want to retic, this is the size they actually get to, just so you know. And they're going to get massive enclosures, almost the size of a room. So maybe that'll, but that's years down the road.
Do you want to put her hide back in before you
Oh yeah, maybe I should put her hide back in. I take her hide out because Spider Warble apparently took away intelligence in this one too. Not just the neurological issues, but took away all sorts of intelligence because I've watched the rat in front of her run into the hide and her go on top of the hide. She's about as smart as they come, this one. Whew! We almost need to get an AC for this room now. It's toasty in this one.
I wouldn't know. Everything's cold to me.
Oh yeah, that's right, you're sick.
I'm sick of your bleep.
Huh? You're sick of my bleep? That's fair. I'm sick of my bleep too. Alright. Swimming turtle. Wait, where's he at? Where's the swimming turtle? Where's the swimming turtle? Oh. He just got, little turtle bubbles.
Midas! You shed!
Oh crap, he shed! Oh. Yay, Midas shed.
Oh man, it's like almost perfectly intact and I'm trying not to...
Oh.
Hi, gorgeous boy.
Well, us here at O.A.R, we keep the snake's first shed. And this is his first ever shed for us. So we're going to keep this. In fact, I'm going to just set it up here for now. Let that dry out so I can play with it tomorrow. He's a very handsome boy.
No stuck eye caps, no nothing.
He's got his beautiful colors back. And with that, I think we're going to say goodbye to everyone.